Alrighty, my gamers, gooners, and geezers. In today's video, we are looking at some flags that we're going to be redesigning. Specifically, the fucking some of the pride flags, right? And I say some of because there was too many for me to fucking count. So I said, fuck it, I'll just pick the main categories and redesign them because they're quite honestly the ones that piss me off the most because of how fucking ugly they are. Now, flags are interesting, right? Because they're meant to represent shit, yeah, you know, like a fucking country and stuff. And I don't mean to, be, cocky or brag or anything, but I think the UK is home to some of the best fucking flags, like the Welsh flag, right? Massive fuck off dragon on it. I'm not even Welsh, still got the shit on my wall. I mean, it's because I went down to Wales and I bought this at like a gift shop thing, not realising it's actually a tea towel, and I put it on my fucking wall. But you know what? It's worked out fine, because if I ever have a wank in bed and I don't have my usual wank rag, I got the emergency one on hand. So, worked out fine, right? So, anyway, today we're going to be looking at the motherfucking pride flags, redesigning these shits. And I'll explain why I think they're ugly too. Because they fucking are. So, let's get into it. So, starting off with a banger, we have this motherfucking flag. Now, this is the fucking trans flag. This is, in my opinion, maybe the ugliest one, right? And there's a multitude of reasons. First off, right, when you look at this, it makes me think of a fucking flump bar, right? And for those of you who are American and don't know what that shit is, I'm pretty sure it's a British thing, this is a flump bar. Right, it's a flump. It's a marshmallow. The second thing, the second thing I think of when I see this, right? Well, not that I think of. I'll tell you what this looks like. It looks like a smiling... It looks like the mouth of a Smurf, right? You got the blue fucking lips, you got the gums, you got the teeth in the middle, right? Let me look up a Smurf smiling. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? It looks like a Smurf. It looks like a Smurf's mouth. This is dog shit. And not even that, right? I understand why they picked the colours they have, right? They picked blue and pink. Fair enough, right? You picked the ugliest fucking shades. This screams insecurity to me, boys. So, in order to fix this, the first thing we're going to do, right? Look at that. Manly fucking blue. Come on now. Come on. Let's go to the pinks, right? No, that's a bit too purplish. No, it's still a bit purplish. Hang on. Nah, that's not the shade I'm going for. Hang on. I will get there. I'll get that. No. Hang on. I've got to find the right shade here, boys. The right fucking shade. There we go. Bit more of a hot fucking pink. Come on now. You see what I'm saying? Screams confidence now. Come on. No bitch baby fucking blue. We now got hot Barbie pink with the bad bitch vibes. We're looking good. We're looking solid. You know? We're looking fucking solid. Now, as for the middle. You know what? I want to go something like this, right? Or we could just stick with the white. I don't know. The white works, but it's just, I don't know. I think we could spice it up there. We can spice it up a bit. But you know what? I think for the first one, we won't go too far out, right? It was simple enough to fix. So, what's the next flag we got? The bisexual flag, right? Now, this one, this is what I mean, right? They've actually picked colours that scream confidence to me. You know what I mean, like, right? You know what I mean, right? And it works out. Now, I don't know about the purple with mixing with the blue and pink. I'm sure it's meant to be more of a red, but, works. But, there's one thing we could do here, right? Because every flag, it's always just stripes, right? Some do crosses, which is a bit more interesting. Some will do stripes, but then they'll have a box with some stars in, like the United States flag. That flag's pretty fucking fire, I can't lie, right? But there's one simple thing we could do here, right? Now, this, to me, kind of reminds me of the bisexuality. It's like yin and yang, right? Because the whole point of yin and yang, right? It's like the light within the darkness and the darkness within the light. And it's similar to bisexuality, right? Because it's kind of like the pussy within the pussy and the dick with the dick. And it's the pussy within the dick or the dick within the pussy. You know what I fucking mean, right? It goes both ways. And that's why I think we need to add the yin and yang symbol to this shit as a represent. Okay, well, this is just going to be dog shit. So let me pull up the select tool. Hang on. We'll get there. No. Hang on. Photoshop is a pile of shit. Can I just say? You know what? That'll do fine. That'll do fine. That'll do fine. Control C. Control C. And then we'll take this shit. Get rid of it. There we go. There we go. And we're gonna put it to the colours, right? So. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Put that shit like that. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Right. Hang on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And then what we'll do is. There we go. There we go. I don't know. I think it adds some depth and layers to it. You know what I mean? Like, I think this spices it up just enough to where it's got a nice sort of symbol. And we can make it bigger. We can make it bigger, you know. We could make it bigger. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's kind of fire. I think it's kind of fire, if you ask me. If you ask me. What is the next flag we're looking at? This is the most boring fucking flag I think I have ever seen in my fucking life. It's just the asexual one. It was just the romantic one. Speaking of which, I don't know why there's two fucking tones for that. You're being greedy cunts, but you know what? If you're not scoring any game, fuck it. You get to be a greedy cunt about it, I guess, right? Have two tones if it makes you feel better in life. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, they've done a grayscale and put a bit of pink in there. Like, fuck it, we needed something. So asexuality. That's the one where, you don't have sexual attraction, so no STDs, right? So you know what you know what? I think the only thing you can do with this is really to drive home the message. You got no STDs, and we'll put it in this corner because then it eliminates some of the grey and the black and makes it a bit more interesting. So you got one thing going for it there, but you know what? I don't think that's enough. We're gonna do something else here for this flag. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I've got it. I've got just the thing. Let me find it. Boom! Look at that. Gotta represent the aces. And you know what? Boom. I don't know. I think this goes. Oh, hang on. I haven't eliminated that part. Shit. There we go. I don't know. I know. I think that's kind of fire. No? You got the ace representing the symbol, you know? Let's go on to the next one. This fucking flag, the aromantic one. You have stolen the Ben 10 colour scheme, bar for bar, flow for flow. That's what you've done. Let me get my boy up on screen. Right, hang on. Let me get him up on screen. Right. Tell me you haven't just stolen like the colours of the Omnitrix. That's what you've done. You've got the secrets of the Omnitrix represented as a fucking flag. That's what you've done. But you know what? Warner Bros. Haven't sent any cease and desists to my knowledge. So fuck it. Let's lean into this. Right? And the other day I was on TikTok and I saw someone pose a question about Ben 10 Alien Force, you know, the second one in the series. Well, not a question, they posed a statement saying, Humongous Thor, Swampfire, Echo, and Big Chew are the Mount Rushmore of that series. And they was 100% right, they are the Mount Rushmore, they were the 4 fucking goats of that series. But then it got me thinking, there's 4 series of the original Ben 10 timeline. We're not counting Reboot. Reboot doesn't fucking count. And so it posed a question to me, who is the Mount Rushmore in total? And I thought, fuck it, let's lean into that and do it that way. So we're going to be adding 4 Ben 10 aliens to this flag because having some cool animal or other shit on a flag is just sick. I mean, the Rush flag proved it, right? So let's start with Ultimate Alien, right? And the reason we want to start with that is there's an undisputed GOAT from that series. And it is my boy, Ultimate Echo, right? No ifs, buts, or fucking maybes. Oh, well, PNGs don't work all that well, apparently. Hang on. Picture. Oh, it's a fucking WebP. That's why it's fucked. Whoever designed WebPs, you are the most annoying motherfucker on the planet. Everyone hates you. Your own mother wishes she had aborted you. That is how much you are disliked. Fucking hell, I can't speak. Here we go. So the first one up on this flag is Ultimate Echo. he had like a 75% win rate, but he only ever lost one fight. And the only reason he lost one fight was not even because he was weak, it's because Ben had a moment of fucking weakness because the person who was attacking pretended to be fucking injured or some shit. Fuck that lying ass bitch. My boy is the GOAT of that series, and no one, and I mean no one, fucking debates that shit. Right, next up, let's do Omni first, because then we don't really have to get in to the whole debate of Alien Force and the original series, because there was a lot of GOATs from those series. Right, I genuinely think, like, listen, some people are going to be annoyed at this, because we're going to have to go with the industry plant. But if you're asking who's the GOAT from Omni first, well, then let me drag the image in or not, hang on. Okay, it's Feedback. It was always going to be Feedback, no? Like, the shit he pulled off in that series, fucking legendary. Scrapped with malware, ended malware, like one of the biggest ops from that series, right? Not only that, helped stop a fucking time bomb that, held the Big Bang and blew up a time filling. That was one of Ben's biggest ops in the last fucking season. Like, this motherfucker, what, you know, he was him. Industry plant, sure. Did he have good feats? Absolutely. So he's the second GOAT that gets to go onto this fucking plate. Now, we're going to do Alien Force. So, we know the four fucking GOATs, right? Echo, Humongousaur, Swamp Fire, Big Chill. Now, we've already got Ultimate Echo, so Echo's out of the conversation, right? Now, we're left with three. Now, Humongousaur was great. But, like, I don't think he's competing with Big Chill and Swamp Fire. Because Swamp Fire was, like, the poster boy. And Big Chill, not a single fucking person hates Big Chill. So we're down to the debate between, are we adding Swamp Fire or Big Chill? And we're going to have to go Big Chill. Because his species reproduces asexually. And it fits. So, we're adding Big Chill to this shit. Hang on. There we go. Big Chill added. So now, we come to the original series. Now, there was 22 aliens in the original series. So, 3 of which were, like, only ever used by future fucking Ben 10K shit, right? All that bollocks. And, you know, there's a lot of fucking aliens we could fucking talk about from the original fucking series, if we so fucking wanted to. But, there are 3 aliens I could nominate here, and I think they are the GOATs of that series, right? 2 from the original cast, and 1 who wasn't, right? A bit weird, but he definitely was on some bullshit in that series, right? So the 3 people I want to say are Accelerate. Nobody dislikes Accelerate, okay? Not a single fucking soul hates that alien. I fucking love Accelerate, right? Number 2, Diamond Head. Everybody loves Diamond Head, right? And number 3, Cannonball. And I'll explain in a minute, right? So, Accelerate, everyone's favourite. Everyone loved him. Fucking cool as shit, you know? Fucking goated alien, right? Diamond Head, aka Mr. Reliable. This motherfucker was on some straight bullshit. The go-to. High durability, versatility, defense, strength. This motherfucker had it going for him. He was goated as fuck, right? And then Cannonball. Not a part of the original cast. But every time Ben pulled this motherfucker out, he was on some straight demon time. And if Diamond Head is Mr. Reliable, he's Mr. Dependable. He was getting the work done. The first time against Kevin 11, scrap the motherfucker. Using this motherfucker against Kevin 11 and fucking Phil Gax. Used this motherfucker to roll up to the Hydrogen invasion. There is not a point in time Cannonball has not been good. The crossover of Generator Rex where he stopped the Alpha Omega Nanite bullshit. Cannonball was him. He had so many good feats. But if I'm giving one spot to this flag, right, it's gonna have to be Diamond Head. Because this motherfucker just... Hang on. PNG's fucked again. Let me save it, add it. Jesus fucking Christ. We love web peas. Said no one ever. The reason it has to be Diamond Head is he also had too many great feats. Like, when he spun back on Phil Gax in Alien Force, you know, he stopped Malware 2 when Ben was only 11. Like, this guy had feats. He was cool as shit, and he is him. He is him. we cannot make this flag without putting Diamond Head on there. So there we have it. The Mountain Rushmore has been added to the asexual flag with the Ben 10 colour scheme. The fucking goated, right? Next up on the list. Yeah, this is the non-binary one. I don't know what the fuck I'm even looking at, right? Truth and honesty, I don't know what the fuck it's meant to represent. I don't understand. I don't understand. My bad. But you know what? We gotta work with it, so we're gonna work with it. Now, non-binary means you don't fall into the ones and zeros. But the thing I know about, like, ones and zeros is, you know, that must mean it's odd numbers, no? And yet there's 4 stripes. So I think we've got to bring this down to 3. And the most boring fucking colour on here, probably the white or black, right? So we get rid of one of those, and I'm going to get rid of the black. Just because it's the easiest to fucking remove, I'll be honest with you. Right, so then we're left with this. Let's, Control T. No, hang on. Yes. Hang on. We're getting there. Okay. So now we've got the bigger frame of the flag. But like I said, we got to add some shit to this to make it interesting. And I honestly have 0 fucking ideas for this one. I'll be honest with you. You know what? I just had an idea. Right? So hear me out on this one. I just looked up ones and zeros to understand ones and zeros better. This shit looks like the fucking Matrix, right? And if the Matrix is made out of ones and zeros, it means non-binary people must fucking hate the Matrix. You know who else hates the fucking Matrix? Mr. Tate himself! So you know what? I can think of no better person to represent non-binary people than Andrew fucking Tate. You know what? Put a nice little symbol up there. Sorted! New fucking non-binary flag. And now, let's get to the last one. Now, this one may just piss me off the most, right? Because this was originally known as the pride flag, not the gay flag, right? Because this is the gay flag, let's be honest. It's used to represent gay people, right? The problem with this fucking flag is, it was meant to represent pride as a fucking whole, was it not? Every colour of the rainbow. That was the whole idea. And then they all made the other flags. So that's kind of screwed you over, gay people. But you know what? We'll work with it. The first thing you notice when you look up this fucking flag is, it's got stripes. Stripes are straight. Gay people are not straight. So what we're going to do is, right, we're going to, first of all, keep the fucking rainbow. Oh, god, shit. But, instead of this bullshit, we're going to have it curved. You know? Because, let's be real, you're all a bunch of benders. Nothing wrong with being gay, but you are bent, right, at the end of the fucking day. So, we're going to not go, with this fucking shit here. We're going to remove the colours. In fact, we're going to go fill that in with white. Okay, hang on. Just to know what we're working with. Not filled in fully, but fuck it. You get the idea. You get the idea, right? I'm going to take this. I want to make it cover the fucking flag a bit. Oh, God, hang on. There we go. And like I said, you guys are bent, so what better symbol to represent you than a true bender? Other than Bender! Come on! Where's the fucking thing? Hang on. Technical issues. You know what? He looks fine. He looks fine that way. Let me just... Removing artist watermarks. Yeah, never do this in real life. Okay, hang on. Right, okay. And now, the white background is a little fucking boring. So you know what? Because it is a rainbow, I think not only do we go for like a nice sky blue... Shut the fuck up, Photoshop. We go with like a sky blue type thing here. Let me just... There we go. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Right, but now we could stick with a sky blue, but I've got an idea. We do it more like this type of blue. Because it looks like Hatsune Miku, and that's cool as shit. Is it not? Is it not? I think it's cool as shit. I know, debate for fucking wall. But, yeah. So, you know what? It looks good to me. So, just to recap. Boom. 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 I think these new flags are great. I think they're great. I think they represent what they're meant to represent. And they do a good job. They're cool as shit. I would buy merch of these, to be honest with you. You know. But anyway, that is going to be it for redesigning the gay flags. I hope you've enjoyed. If you want to use some of these to actually represent your sexuality, go ahead. I claim no copyright on this shit. Mainly because I don't have the rights to shit like Ben 10 and fucking Futurama. But you know what I fucking mean. You know what I fucking mean. So, with that being said, hope you've enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one, my gamers, gooners, and geezers.